In this video we will understand Unit 3, Woodrow Wilson. Let's start. 1. Introduction. Woodrow Wilson, 1856 to 1924, 28th President of the USA, 1913 to 1921. Nobel Prize for Peace, 1919, for proposing League of Nations to establish equitable peace in Europe. Legalized women's right to vote via the 19th Amendment during his second term. Born as Thomas Woodrow Wilson, raised in the Southern U.S., influenced by religion and British history. Witnessed economic, political, and social upheavals in southern cities, including the aftermath of the Civil War. Education. Initial education from his father. Joined the College of New Jersey, Princeton University, and law school at the University of Virginia. Awarded a doctorate degree from Johns Hopkins University in 1886. Became the president of Princeton University in 1902. Political career. Elected as governor of New Jersey in 1910. Implemented reform programs, workers' compensation law, and increased accountability. Won the Democratic presidential nomination in 1912. Elected as president in 1912. First Southern-born president after the Civil War. Significant legislation, progressive reforms, Underwood Act, Federal Reserve Act, antitrust legislation, child labor prohibition law. 8-hour workday law for railroad workers. Led the U.S. into World War I in 1917, proposed 14 points in 1918 for a new world order based on democracy and peace. 2. Important developments in Wilson's era. New Freedom Campaign. Wilson's presidential campaign advocating limited government. League of Nations. International organization founded in 1920 after the Paris Peace Conference. Aims: collective security, disarmament, settling disputes through negotiation for world peace. Wilson's 14 points, principles for ending World War I. Objectives: just and secure peace, not just a new balance of power. Wilson's second term, dominated by World War I. Addressed domestic issues, prohibition, women's adult franchise, emphasized neutrality and wanted administration free from political interference. 3. Woodrow Wilson's views on public administration. Wilson's concerns: urgent need for reforms in American public administration. Developed doctoral thesis into Congressional Government, 1885, comparing presidential and parliamentary forms. The Study of Administration, 1887, published in Political Science Quarterly. Urged reforms for greater efficiency and accountability. Administration is government in action, essential for successful government functions. Origin of administrative science. Traced to Europe, particularly France and Germany. Different growth periods: absolute rule, constitutional government, sovereign government. Administration and politics as distinct domains. Wilson's contribution: distinguishing administration from politics. Civil service and administrative reform for separation from politics. Wilsonian view in politics-administration dichotomy. Developed between early 1900s and late 1930s. Assumptions: efficiency versus democracy, decision execution dichotomy, administrative science is a technical and applicable science. Administrative and constitutional matters intersect but differ in purpose and execution. Constitutional concerns resolved by administrative study. Trust is a core principle in distribution of constitutional authority. Method of administration, critique of American public administration. A systematic approach involves philosophical study. Modern organization, historical comparative studies. Administration for democracy, judged by public opinion. Civil services allegiance to government policies, removed from politics. Bureaucratic dilemmas, challenges for bureaucrats in serving the community, pursuing a career, and providing service at different levels. Wilson's belief in finding answers for America to lead the world. You will find notes of this video on pmkClasses.blogspot.com. Link will be provided into description box. Please check it out. Thank you.